What is going on, YouTube? And coming back today with a video about the New York Knicks. One of the more intriguing teams to talk about for this upcoming season because of some of the offseason acquisitions they have made, including Derrick Rose, Courtney Lee, Joakim Noah, Brandon Jennings. Marshall Plumlee could be an interesting one. But anyway, let's move into the topic of this video, and that's, will the New York Knicks be competitive in 2016 in the East? By competitive, do I mean will they challenge for a playoff spot and will they make the playoffs? So let's start out with something obvious, and what will the New York Knicks starting lineup be for 2016? And in my opinion, obviously they still got Melo, Kristaps, Porzingis, and probably Derrick Rose at the 1. Talking about a team probably Courtney Lee at the 2. Melo probably at the 3. And then you got Porzingis at the 4. And then Joakim Noah at the 5. So, will they make playoffs this year? I actually think they will. You're talking about an Eastern Conference that, while some of the teams got better, I don't know. I don't know if the Eastern Conference as a whole got better. I think it stayed about the same. There's a few big questions about teams like the Orlando Magic, the Philadelphia 76ers, teams that have high-end potential in my mind, but at the same time, might not be competitive yet. The Orlando Magic, a team that's improved their record every single year, but I think after that Victor Oladipo for Serge Ibaka trade, I think they took a little bit of a step backwards. I think that Victor Oladipo was a good direction for them. While they have a loaded front court right now, the backcourt's still a big question. So looking at this starting 5, and yeah, like I said, I think this is a starting 5 that will be good enough to get a 7th or 8th seed in the East. Now, obviously, the big question is injuries. Derrick Rose, very injury prone. He goes down. You'll be fine with Brandon Jennings for a little bit, but after that, man, you don't really have anything for point guard. You talk about shooting guard. Courtney Lee, normally a decent, or I wouldn't say a sure thing, but a player that's still going to be a good scorer for you. Again, problem, depth in the backcourt. That's a huge problem. You still got time to pick up a player. There's no doubt about that. That's one thing they're going to have to do, though. Front court, they got a little bit more depth. Marshall Plumlee, I think, can be a big key for them this year because, he's a guy that, I just think the Plumlees can be successful in the NBA. Made a lot of international acquisitions this year. Who knows if they'll turn out well or not. And then in the front court anyway, you still got Lance Thomas, Kyle O'Quinn, Willie and Gomez, Mindaugas Kuzminskis that you just acquired. So you got a little bit of depth up in the front court. Is it good depth? Who knows? So, if you guys think the New York Knicks are going to be competitive this year, I'd definitely like to know why. I just don't think that the Knicks are a team that's really going to compete past the 7th or 8th seed. If you think that Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah will team up to be, one of the best combinations in the East, I don't know. I don't think that's something that's actually going to happen. Porzingis is going to have to take a big step forward. Courtney Lee is going to have to be a consistent scorer. Derrick Rose is going to have to be at least a consistent producer. Obviously not. If he turns back into the way he used to be, then yeah, they'll be a fantastic team. But let's be honest, that's probably not going to happen. Melo's got to play a full good year. But again, having a lineup or a starting lineup that includes Derrick Rose, Carmelo Anthony, and Kristaps Porzingis, that is still a very intriguing lineup either way. So that's pretty much it. So yeah.